Hello there. If you're already subscribed to my channel, you may be a little confused seeing this video. I don't really ever talk about anything in my content or use my voice. I'm more of a short form shitpost kind of guy. But today, I'm doing something different. I'm going to be talking about a serious global issue that I don't think is getting enough attention. This affects all of us, every day of our lives, and I think it's time to put an end to it. Obviously, I'm talking about the Rocket League Fortnite racing game. I know. Fasten your seatbelts. Rocket Racing was released by Epic Games on December 8, 2023, alongside Fortnite Festival and LEGO Fortnite. Upon its release, it was met by meh comments and reviews. Many players have voiced their concerns over the buggy and arguably unfair gameplay experience. But can it really be that bad? Yes! Occasionally, your car can hit the ground at an ever so slightly unfortunate angle, causing it to explode. This is just extremely unfair. I don't think I really need to say much more. When two races collide, it's basically a dice roll that decides whose car will continue and whose car will spin out with the force of 1,000 suns. If another player's wheel gently brushes past your car, you could lose half of your speed in under a second.
Bullshit.
There's a good chance that whoever bumped into you probably didn't even mean to. Most players will avoid hitting others because of how random the consequences seem to be, but the track is just too narrow for that, especially on corners. Cars will constantly bash around on each other uncontrollably. This ruins your drifts, your speed, and on occasion it can even blow up your car, forcing you to respawn a few meters back. Something that's happened to me quite a few times is that when jumping over hazards, another player might also be jumping in roughly the same place. If they're above you, they can push you down into the hazard on their way back down. This causes you to lose tons of speed due to the car-on-car collision and due to hitting the hazard. Whenever a race starts, players can earn a bonus boost depending on their reaction times. The starting lights appear at the top of the screen. The players have to hit their accelerate key right as the final light flashes, granting a speed boost. This speed boost can be completely nullified due to the fact that cars can collide. If the racer in front of you fumbles their speed boost, it will affect you too. Even if you manage to hit the button at exactly the right moment and gain a 100% speed boost, it might not even matter because some doofus in front of you might just be AFK. Another issue is the long ass wait times. The average race can take around 2 to 3 minutes. Once the race is over, you can then ready up to start the next one. Depending on your platform and internet speed, this can take a boring amount of time. You might spend 35% of your play session either staring at leaderboards and loading screens or spectating the one AFK player. You aren't allowed to ready up for the next race until everyone has crossed the finish line. Of course, if someone is AFK, that's going to take a little while. Thankfully, once the first person has crossed the finish line, a 1-minute countdown starts. Once it's over, the race will end despite any remaining racers. Most players will have finished the race all within a 10-second window. If someone's AFK, everyone just has to stare at their car for the next 50 seconds before they can ready up. Upon hitting the next race button, it could still take another 2 minutes until you're put into another race. There are so many buggy clips over on r/Rocket Racing, so here's a brief compilation of some of my personal favorites. Rocket Racing launched just before Epic Games went on their Christmas break, which meant barely any devs were available to stamp out the bugs in the game mode. Of course, Epic deserves a Christmas break. I just think that this was a bad time to release the game mode. Over the month they were gone, many players lost their appetite for the game due to the frequency of the bugs, and the player count is still dwindling. Now that the devs are back, I'm sure they're working hard to fix the issues. However, there are some changes outside of bug fixing that I think the game mode needs.
Turn off collisions.
It feels like cars being able to collide with each other is only a bad thing. Most of the time it happens by complete accident, and it can completely ruin a race in a very unfair way. I think it would be beneficial to just turn them off and have the enemy cars turn slightly transparent when they're near. If you think there's any benefits to having collisions on, then let me know, because I only see it as a burden on what could be a great game mode. I'm sure this one might be more controversial than some of my other points.
Change the start positions.
This links back to what I said earlier about your starting boost being completely useless sometimes. Somebody else on the subreddit has thankfully also pointed this out and put together a little graphic. I see no issue with this idea. Just change it to that. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
Add a player podium.
This is another one that I saw someone suggest on the subreddit that made me think, wow, add an end screen podium. I think it would be cool if you got to see the top 3 racers doing emotes and celebrating. This would also give skins and emotes a better use in rocket racing, since right now, skins are virtually useless, and emotes aren't even available. There's many things that are dividing the player base right now, such as the catch-up mechanics, slipstream, and even the cosmetic pricing. I mean shit, that's expensive. Bottom line is, this game mode needs a lot of tweaking and fixes. I think it's a real shame, honestly. I was really excited to play this when it was announced, and I have been having fun. That is, when I'm not getting hit with physics bugs from hell. I hope things turn around for this game mode because I think it does have real potential. It can be really fun. Driving feels nice, speed boosts are satisfying, and it's just visually stunning. But the bugs are really letting it down. But what do you guys think? Am I just yapping? Or do you agree? Are there issues you've bumped into that I haven't mentioned? Let me know. That being said, this video is ending. Laters!